Department of Computer Engineering and Information Technology. We are from Devi Mahalakshmi Polytechnic Titwada. Semester 3rd. Subject CGR Computer Graphics. Chapter number 3. Overview of Transformations. In previous lectures we taught about the 2D transformation. Now in this video we will discuss about the composite transformation. Okay, let's start the remaining topic of chapter number 3, overview of learning outcome of this video. To understand about the composition transformation, a number of transformations or a sequence of transformations can be combined into a single one called as the Next topic is composite transformation. A composite transformation or a compositions of transformation. It is a two or more transformations performed one after the other. Sometimes a compositions of transformations is equivalent to a single transformation. The following is an example of a translation followed by a reflection. The original triangle is the brown triangle and the image is the blue striped triangle. The brown striped triangle shows the intermediate step after the translation has taken place. A number of transformations or a sequence of transformation can be combined into a single one called as the composition. The resulting matrix is called as the composite matrix. The process of if we translate a shape with a two successive translations vectors, the tx1, ty1 and tx2 and ty2, it is equal to a single translations of tx1 plus tx2, ty1 plus ty2. This additive property can be demonstrated by the composite transformations matrix is given here. The matrix of these vectors are arranged by the composite transformation matrix, and in this matrix this demonstrated that the two successive translations are the additive. After using this matrix, the one single matrix is generated, and this demonstrated that the two successive translations are the additive. Suppose we want to perform a rotation about an arbitrary point, then we can perform it by this sequence of the three transformations. The first is the translation, second rotation, and third is the reverse translation. The ordering sequence of these numbers of transformation must not be changed. If a matrix is represented in a column form, then the composite transformation is performed by multiplying matrix in order from right to left side. the output obtained from the previous matrix is multiplied with the new coming matrix. The first is the rotation. If we rotate a shape with the two successive rotations angles and about the origin, it is equal to the rotating the shape once by an angle plus a about the origin. Shape once by an angle plus a about the origins, and similarly these additive properties can be demonstrated by the composite transformation matrix. When two matrices are given there, the cos theta minus sin theta are 0, the rows are there, and sin theta cos theta 0, 0, 0, 1, and another matrix, in the another matrix, the cos a minus sin a 0, sin a cos a 0, 0, 0, 1, and after the solving this matrix, the output is given here, the cos theta plus a minus sin in bracket theta plus a and 0, then sin in bracket theta plus a, then cos theta plus a and 0, 0, 0, 1, and this demonstrates that the successive rotations are additive. A rotation is a transformation that turns a figure on the coordinate plane a certain number of degrees about a given point without changing the shape or size of the figure. I have already told about the composite transformation. Next is the scaling. The animations illustrate a transformation sequence to produce a scaling with respect to a selected fixed position in bracket AB using a scaling function that can only scale relative to the coordinate origin. They scale the object with respect to the coordinate origin and use the inverse translations of step 1 to return the object to its original position. The composite matrix for the sequences obtained is where T1, T2 and T3. There are three matrices are given there, and after that solving this matrix, the T is equal to S1 0 0 0 S2 and A in bracket 1 minus. Next is the more complex geometry, and coordinate transformations can be built from the basic transformation by using the process of compositions of functions. For example, scaling about a fixed point, transformation sequence to produce a scaling with respect to a selected fixed position in bracket h comma k using a scaling function that can only scale relative to the coordinate origins are some some diagrams related to these topics. I will explain them. These are the next slide. In a computer graphics, scaling is a process of modifying or altering the size of objects. Scaling subjects the coordinate points of the original object to change. Scaling factor figure shows the sequence of transformations will be performed and it will be combined to a single one. So the step 1 is there. The object is kept at its positions as in the figure P. The point is P of HK. The step 2, the object is translated so that its center coincides with this original figure B. And step 3, the scaling of an object by keeping the object at origins is done in figure C, the last C figure, and the again translations is done. The steps for doing a composite transformation. The ordering sequence of the numbers of transformation must not be changed. If a matrix is represented in a column form, then the composite transformations is performed by the multiplying matrix in order from right to left side. The output obtained from the previous matrix is multiplied with the new coming matrix, and then the steps for the doing the composite transformations is exactly how it's workings in this. The steps are follows. First is the translated object so that the center coincides with the origins. The scale. Second, the scale the object with respect to the origins. Next is the rotation about a fixed point. We can generate a rotation about any selected pivot point. The pivot point is in bracket XR YR. By performing the following sequence of the translate rotate translation option. The first is the translate the object so that the pivot point position is moved to the coordinate origins. Second, rotate the object about the coordinate origins. Then third, translate the object so that the pivot point is returned to the original position. Then for it first all the rotate functions is used. Sequence of steps are here. X and Y are is the pivot point. For it first all the rotate functions is used. Sequence of steps are given below for the rotating an object about origin. The translate object to origin from its the original position as shown in figure second. They rotate the object about the origins as shown in figure third. Then they translate the object to its origin position from the origins It is called the rotations above the fixed point. Thus, the rotation about a point P can be formed by the transformation r to the base theta p is equal to tv dot r theta dot tv dash 1. Next thing, the mirror reflections about a line like line L has a y-intercept in brackets 0, b and an angles of the inclinations theta. Then the reflections of an object about a line L needs to follow the following. First step, the translate. Second step, rotate by the theta so that line L aligns with the x-axis. Third step, mirror the reflect about the axis. And fourth, rotate back by theta 0. Then figure shows the sequence of transformations will be performed and it will be combined to a single one. So the step 1 is there. The object is kept at its positions as in the figure P. The point is P of HK. The step 2, the object is translated so that its center coincides with this original figure B. And step 3, the scaling of an object by keeping the object at origins is done in figure C, the last C figure. And the again translations is done. And the second translation is called as the reverse translation. And it will be position the object at the origins. Thank you.